Oh man, after I got mature in the game, after I knew that records were made by committee, a lot of albums, a lot of dope songs people like are made by a group of people telling rappers what to say or what's dope.
I hate to say it, but this is kind of true because the corporation has too much control over what these music artists make nowadays. Because sadly, just like the movie industry, instead of them making something absolutely original, they like to cash in on people's nostalgia value and resample a song that has no business being sampled with this artist whatsoever. What I'm saying is, when an artist, they just happen to make a song, whether it's good or bad, they'll push out a song that's over a very well-known and famous sample, and then they will claim that song as their own, knowing that whenever people hear that song, aka the sample that's underlying underneath it, they will rather go listen to the song that was the sample. Aka the corporation will use a nostalgia trap to get more ears on this artist's music. Some of these artists are too much like the movie industry, and they rely too heavily on nostalgia value to carry their actual product instead of their talent and their creative skill.
Songs people like are made by a group of people telling rappers what to say or what's dope or that.
And don't get me wrong, artists back in the day, they used to sample super famous songs as well. But the difference is, when they made their song their own thing, their talent and how they mix a song is what separated it from the original sample, so they'd be able to make it their own. Like, for instance, if you hear this song,
a real phone number. But
the sample song is I Call Your Name by Switch. It's an absolutely incredible and popular song, aka it holds a very strong nostalgia value. And the person that used this sample was Rich Boy, and he was able to make this sample his very own staple. And this is key to make the sample your song and your staple. They have to be two separate genres. Like, this song is R&B and Rich Boy's song is rap. So I explained the formula on how these artists could make a very popular sample their very own song. And that's if the song that's super popular and super nostalgic just so happened to be a completely different genre that they're making their music on.
A real phone number.
Niggas wanna take shit tight, no snake, just bought a Cadillac. And here go a couple artists that don't do that, and they'll typically say that they're paying homage to the person that originally made the sample, which I do understand in some cases. But your job as an artist is to separate yourself from the legends and to make the song creative and unique. So when people hear the beat or hear the song about to start up, they should automatically think of you and not the original song, aka the nostalgia value. Now, I'm not calling these artists bad or anything. I'm just saying, if you're going to sample a song, don't sample a song that's in the same genre that you're making your music in, because you're going to directly compete with a super nostalgic song, which you're going to lose 99% of the time. Again, I'm not calling these artists bad whatsoever. All I'm simply saying is these artists cannot, and I repeat, cannot use a sample that happens to be in the same genre of music that they produce, unless they plan to show out completely and make a name for themselves. Because otherwise, every time you hear this song, because fans of R&B that hear this song, which is in the same category, are immediately going to be like, I'd rather listen to the original song. And I'm in no way calling that Summer Walker song bad. But if you're going to make a song that's competing with another song that's in that same genre, you better be going off. Another example of this is a Megan Thee Stallion song that she made a couple years back.
Real hot girl shit.
Which, that's very completely dangerous waters, because you're sampling from a very well-known artist. That's going to make fans of the original song's genre gravitate towards the original artist.
A lot of dope songs people like are made by a group of people telling rappers what to say or what's dope or that line ain't good enough or, let's change it to this. Get somebody up here that can write and all this kind of hip hop by committee. And yeah, the record companies, it be they people in there. I've never had an A&R. I've never had a record company guy tell me shit about my music, about how to make it. Some of it they liked, some of it they didn't, some of it they raised their eyebrow to, but that's what I turned in, that's what they had to accept. And, that's hip hop to me.
That's why I think it's incredibly important that they let these artists' creativity flow, and that's how we get songs like this.
Hey, bitches know that I'm peeing, I'm thugging, I'm still in the street. If he rolls the vaccine, if I spit I sneeze in the fucking back. See, I was lying on, telling me them diamonds when she know they rhymes.